incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You want what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
At the 32-yard line.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Undercrush.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Davis. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Safety's creeping.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Here we go. What do you need? Lock. Ahead.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball, and got his man complete. The 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 3. He's checking. Crash.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's got room. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. There's was a nice move. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Elliott, toss right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
21. Take four.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert 3.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 11.
Here we go. 180. 11. Hatchet. 65. Hit.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Samuel, a gain of 22 yards, and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Watch out. Check the backer. 6.
On first down, they're going option left. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. What? I got you. 12.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
11. 12, fellas, here we go. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Here we go.
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's checking crap.
Hey, gun. Get hot. Hey, go. Gun.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
55. Quick,
Set hot. 21. Here we go. Set hot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
13. Block.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check 52. Check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 21.
Check 31. Check 31.
Wait.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Gunn, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Check, crunch. Kill.
They go play action with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
I'm coming. Shit. Bring it.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Here we go. 180! 11.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180!
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Slam.
21. Block! I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he's able to get it out of there. Nice Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. White. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
One, Omaha.
38 to Mike.
White. 21.
Switch.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey. Check safety, check safety. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Oh, go. Flare. Shot. 51 ready.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. Check. Tighten up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Set. Hey, no. 51's the mic. You're up. Here we go. Undercrunch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Drop deep. Shift. Same on. SOS. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Lucky. Rush in.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Go, D. Let's go. Big edge. Watch the twist. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got him.
Hey, look, 3.
They'll try to left side. Gunn. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gunn. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get the ball right here. Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. There's Garoppolo to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not... be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe is they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Here we go. Black 80!
Tackles. Safe.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
You got tight right there.
21.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you.
21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Gunn. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 53. You can't block me. Hey, watch edge. Shift.
On 3rd down, Gunn. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.